Welcome back to Road to Show. We are officially 5 weeks out, which is honestly just absolutely insane for me to even say that we're 5 weeks out. I'd say like overall the entire prep as a whole is like, it's just flown by because it kind of just feels like yesterday I was 20 weeks out. So officially being 5 weeks out, I do have some updates, not more so in terms of how I feel physically, it's more so how I feel just mentally and how prep is starting to affect me now that we're below the 6 week marker. So one thing I was told was when you hit the 6 week marker in prep, everything after that, people who are not mentally cut out for it start to fall off at this point. And as you get closer is when people really get tested and pushed to the limits. And that's where a big point of where a lot of people honestly do end up binge eating, cheating on their diet, or overall just having to quit prep just because of how hard it gets on them mentally. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not for everybody. And a lot of people do think that it is for them, but whenever you do get to these points, especially below the 6 week marker and then around that 4 week marker is whenever you really start to see who's cut out for it and who's not. So like I was saying, physically, I feel fine. I don't have any updates really physically. Mentally, I would say that I feel better and stronger than ever. One thing that I am going to admit to as a fault is that so today's Friday, but around like Tuesday and Wednesday of this week, I don't know what happened, but I was eating my last meal and then I was just sitting there eating my meal, and then out of nowhere, it kind of hit me where I was just like, fuck, I really want to go drive and get a burger and french fry right now. And even just having the thought, I felt incredibly guilty and I felt like really down on myself about it, of just having the thought. I didn't act on it, obviously. I didn't do it. I'm still on plan. Everything's like to a T, but like that was like a moment of prep, of rawness where I was just like, damn, this is prep, I guess. And it was just a moment I was gonna share. Whether I would have done it or not, I would have shared it with you guys, whether I would have messed up or not, but it's the reality of it. That's what prep is. That's what I signed up for. You don't really know what the extent of it is until you're actually doing it and living in it. But it's like, I didn't come this far just to go this far. I came this far to go further. So why would I go through 15 weeks of being perfectly on plan just to mess up near the end? Like, also to me, like that just doesn't make any sense. But this morning we did have our check-ins. And we have weighed in now at a new all-time low. So this morning we weighed in at 210.4, I believe, which puts us down 2.4 pounds from last week, which is a pretty good drop. I feel really good about it. And with us now coming up underneath the 5 week marker of this prep, food was dropped a little bit more. So it does suck sometimes, yes, but at the same time, I love the process. I don't get caught up in like the end goal or lose track of how everything is going. So that's just like something I've learned over the years, is just I truly fall in love with the process of everything. And I know that everybody wants things like that. They want them immediately. It's like, yeah, I would love to get a pro card. I would love to have 1 million subscribers on YouTube. But it's like, at the same time, the grind and the process, I think that is much more satisfying and enjoyable in its own possible way, because like you're working towards something. And I think that's the best feeling. So as much as it sucks sometimes, I love it. And like I said, I'm addicted to shit like this where I just really get tested mentally and physically. So food's just gonna keep dropping. I'll probably do another full day of eating 4 weeks out, and then maybe 2 weeks out, and then we'll be at show day. So all around, I have nothing but positive stuff to say about prep and how everything is going. It's like, yes, there are the lows, there's shitty moments, but those make the journey the journey. So it's all exciting stuff. know, one of my biggest concerns whenever I was getting ready to start prep was I thought that sticking to something for like 20 weeks straight wasn't gonna necessarily be hard. I just figured there was gonna be like a good amount of cravings throughout the entire process and journey. So like I fully expected to have, I mean, one, in general, there's like a bunch of cravings as it is, but two, I thought it was just gonna like make it more of a struggle if I was gonna be sitting here and just craving like sweets and savory items and stuff off of plan, which thankfully has not even been the case, like anywhere remotely close to that. And I'm 5 weeks out. Throughout this entire prep, I haven't had any cravings. I mean, I had that urge to get a burger, just more so of like being extremely hungry, but I haven't had any major cravings to go off plan or, you know, like sweets or anything like that. The only stuff that I necessarily like crave throughout this prep that I've noticed is just more of the items that I already have. So it's like the stuff that I'm already eating, like chicken and rice, oatmeal, egg whites. It's like those are more so the stuff that I'm craving, where it's just like it's already there and I'm eating it and I know that it's on plan. It's like, you know, I would love to have an extra 150 grams of rice or an extra 50 grams of chicken or an extra 40, 50 grams of oatmeal, whatever it may be. Those are like the only things I would say is where so like I have more so like the cravings, but very thankfully I have not had cravings like I thought I was going to, which I thought was going to make this more of a struggle throughout prep. And I don't know, I'm very happy that that has not been the case. I will say this entire prep, I'm very thankful and appreciative of the entire journey and the people around me, the people supporting me and who I have as a coach, like Tyler. Tyler's an amazing coach, and I think having him by my side, having Claire by my side, having the people around me supporting me, supporting me throughout this entire thing has just genuinely made this an extremely smooth prep. And I've had like such a great start of prep, and then all the way up to now, everything has just been perfect in my opinion. I mean, there's obviously the highs and the lows. There's the days that aren't exactly perfect. There's the nights where I'm up and I'm, you know, extremely hungry and my stomach's growling and all these other little things, which that just comes with prep. And that's just what prep is in a nutshell. But I would say everything has been going pretty smoothly and I guess as close to perfect as possible, which when you're prepping, that's kind of like all you can ask for, which I don't know. And it's just been such a blessing. I'm very thankful, like I said, for it, and Tyler and Claire and the people around me and even you guys. Like, I'm extremely thankful for all the love and support that I have been getting throughout, I mean, the prep series, but also just prep in general. Just like all the comments that you guys do leave for me and everybody else leaves for me. There are times where some days it is a little bit harder for me to mentally try and push myself, but I'm not saying that comments and everything is more so like a validation that I'm like seeking for, but it's just like on the days that are a little bit harder, whenever I'm going through comments or DMs and seeing all the stuff that people do say, just kind of like my journey and prep in general, just seeing the comments and everything, I would say is just like an extra little motivator, like an extra little flame lit under my ass, which I've been incredibly thankful for, and I am beyond blessed. So thank you guys for all the constant love and support and helping make prep go as smoothly as it has, and, you know, just supporting this journey and being a part of the entire thing with me. Of receiving like that fall winter kind of like mucky weather, and it's just getting like really cold, and for some reason I weirdly enjoy the cold weather and stuff like this. I don't know what it is, and I don't know if that's just me or not, but I oddly enjoy it. I don't know exactly why, but the one thing I will say is that today it's been 45 and rainy, but this weather with being 5 weeks out and then coming up on 4, it's not my favorite combination. I will say that. It's like one of those things where it's like, it's fun and enjoyable to cut down body fat and weight and like get lean, but it's also one of those things of like, you're cold all the time. All right, that's gonna be it for this episode. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. Other than that, that's it for this one. I'll see you guys at 4 weeks out.